Welcome back to the Mike Check Show. Today we're joined by a true Kentucky legend. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. NCAA champ, Final Four MOP, right? And former NBA sharpshooter. For sure, for sure. A man who once dropped 53 points in an NBA game and left his mark at every level of basketball. Please welcome, y'all. Please welcome Tony Delk, man.
Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you.
I
Thank you for giving me my
appreciate you for
flowers,
taking
man.
taking some time off to come, speak to me and show my audience, you know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt.
Says a lot. The way I like to start off my pod is by asking rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yes, let's get it. Let's get it.
Favorite moment from your Kentucky career?
And win a national championship in 1996. It gets no
Let's
bigger
go.
and better than that.
Let's go. Let's go. Toughest defender you ever faced?
Whew, man.
I know that's the tough one.
That's a tough one, man. Because I have a few guys like Daryl Armstrong was really tough.
Oh, that's my brother.
Let me give you Mookie Blaylock.
Really? Number
Yeah,
10?
man, Mookie was great with his hands, man. Like he picked me a couple times my rookie year, so I never forget. Mookie Blaylock was a tough defender.
Wow. Shout out to Mookie.
Yeah,
Dang. Who taught you the most about being a pro?
I have to go back to my brother, man. My brother Leslie passed a few years ago to cancer, man. He instilled everything in me, man. He just taught me. He gave me his game, added a few things into it, so I have to contribute everything to
That's
my
right.
brother Leslie. R.I.P. Man, I love that man.
RIP to Leslie.
My
That's right.
brother. Without him, man, I wouldn't have made it, no doubt.
That's what's up. Yeah. RIP for sure, for sure. Go-to move when you needed a bucket. I think I know
Oh,
the answer.
you know what, man? I had a few different things, man. Like I said, to get a bucket, sometimes it might be back behind the leg, behind the dribble hard, and a pull. We call it a pull back now. I got it from Michael Jordan when he did. Who did he get like that? My guy, B. Russell, man. That's one of my brothers, man. But anyway, you drive hard right, and you have it. We call it a snatch back. You snatch back while that guy momentum is
He's
going.
over there.
Yeah, you pull it back. You take that, and I love to shoot the mid range. I think everyone, when they look at my game and being a shooter, I really try to perfect the mid range jumper, which is kind of like in today's game, like nobody wants to shoot that shot. It's like it's a bad shot. I'm like, no.
There's only a few.
Yeah,
DeMar DeRozan for sure.
yeah,
Kawhi.
yeah.
But other than that, Tony, I mean, you have a lot of folks shooting threes, man. Half court shots too at that.
Well, you know what this is what they say about analytics. Analytic is they have the answer, but they're never held accountable for when things
Ooh,
don't go right.
wow. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. No, absolutely. That makes sense.
There's
That
no
makes sense.
accountability. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like
that's a
when,
fact.
yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. But as a player, and having a basketball academy here in Atlanta for 8 years called TDBA, which is Tony Delk Basketball Academy, and we're the Wildcats. It's just really trying to teach kids, all levels of the game. When I say all levels, the post, shooting layups, mid range, getting to the foul line, scoring in transition, being able to shoot threes from the outside. So just having an all around game and not just listening to what analytics say, believing that you have to be just a 3-point shooter. Like there's other ways to score. And when your 3-point
Absolutely.
shot is not working, you have to try something else.
That's right. What's the age range?
We go from third grade up until 17U. So we're looking at about 8 years old to about 17. And we do have some younger kids that are like maybe 6 and 7, some beginners, some really, really beginners. But just love it, man. I just love giving back to the young youth and just kind of teaching them what I know, and also being a great listener because it has changed in the environment, basketball.
I
Like
think
there's
that's first and foremost.
so much more, there's a lot more money involved now. So that's the key, I would think.
You have to be a great listener and be able to accept criticism too.
It does. It really, when you look at the game, and I think so many kids are playing at an elite level now because of, just being taught by trainers and having guys that have played the game, and just being, like I said, being a great listener. Because if you don't listen, I don't think you're gonna do a whole lot in basketball. So just being in that situation, as most, it really helps them understand. Like, and then work ethic. You gotta have a motor. You can't just be one of
That's
those
right.
kids You have talent. Everybody you're going to come against as you get older and on different levels going to have talent. But can you outwork those guys?
That's right. Better feeling, hitting a big three or a clutch steal?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think, you know what, being a shooter, I'm going with the three.
Okay.
The three is
I
really
thought
going
you
to
was
get,
going with the steal.
you know what? Hey, I love defense. Don't get me wrong, but I know the three is going to get the crowd pumped and excited. You get a steal, they're going to be like, oh, we got a steal. But that three gets people up out of their seats. So it'll be the three.
One teammate who always made you laugh.
Oh, man. One teammate that always made me laugh. Oh, gosh, I'm trying to think of one. Uh, Man, that's a good one, man. Oh, Derek Anderson.
Really? Wow.
DA, hey,
DA?
DA, hey man, DA is funny. Yes, he is, dude. Yes, he got jokes for days, man.
He just dropped the book too, if I'm not mistaken, or a movie, I think, right?
Yeah. DA, he always doing something, man. He's an entrepreneur. He is that.
No,
So
that's cool. That's cool. Shout out to DA, man. Favorite arena to play in?
man, gotta be. Come on, man. Hey, where you at right now? You in New York City? Man, gotta be the Garden. Come on now.
Let's
I
go. The
remember
Mecca. The
the
Mecca,
Mets, man.
Tony.
First game was with Kentucky. You know, Coach Pitino being from New York City, he took us back there almost every year. So we always had a game in college in the Garden. So it's different. I think the atmosphere, having the celebrities there, and it's a great shooting arena. You know, so we can see all the celebrities and just know where you at. But just from a shooting perspective, atmosphere, environment, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Were you nervous that first game? And I asked a lot of players this.
No, not really. I think,
Why everyone says that?
coming from Kentucky, you know what, we played in so many big games.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
experienced, so many big games, so many televised games that I'm not gonna say it was just another game, but when I played there two or three times during my collegiate career, like, I was built for it. Coach Pitino had us motivated, and we were a different group of guys. Like, we competed at the highest level before we even got to the highest level,
Yeah.
and that was because of him.
Wow. Yeah, I asked a lot of, pro athletes, whether it's football, basketball, and they all say the same thing. No, I was not nervous. And I'm like, how? Why? Like,
Yeah.
I'll be pooping bricks. Like, but what are you
Nah,
talking about?
no, you know what? I think when you, like I said, when you've experienced and done it before, and that's the good thing about, Coach Pitino. He always had us ready for the moment. You know what I'm saying? When you get to
And
Sweet
that's his
16.
motto too.
Oh, it
That's
is.
who
Yeah,
he is.
yeah.
That's who he is.
And listen, when I tell you, like, some of the hardest practices in my life for years was, and we said mental toughness, Coach Pitino got the most out of every player. And here's the thing, Mike, it was like that every day. He was consistently on your getting on you every day. So there was like no favorites. Like, everybody had to work hard, but he got the most out of us. We competed every day at practice, and to me, it made the NBA a lot easier. To be honest with you, just to transition from those practices going against elite players on the collegiate level. Like, I knew I was built for it.
It helped out.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's
No
great.
doubt.
That's great. Last one, right? Best coach pep talk you ever had.
I think I still like to go back to Coach Pitino. I mean, just his motivation, him being a basketball savant, just knowing what it takes to get you motivated. Not only was a great coach, a great X and O guy, uh, a great motivator. Like you never felt there was not a game I played at Kentucky we were not prepared for, and sometimes we was over prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can just
That's
do
what I
too
was gonna
much.
say. That's what I was gonna
I
say.
remember I remember a game against NCAA tournament game against Marquette, and we ended up losing the game. Yes, we had more talent. I just thought we were just over prepared. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we went over the scouting report, and it was like even more detailed. I'm like, okay, so walking down the court, you overwhelmed. Like, there's so much stuff going on in your head. It's like you still got to play the game at the end of the day. So I thought that was a one time we might have been too prepared, and they took advantage of us not being ready to play right off the right off the jump ball. We was not ready to play.
Now, is that a bad thing? Being over prepared?
Yeah, I think it can be. I think it can be because you know you
Because
don't
for
you
the
don't
most part, that's what you guys achieve for, right?
yeah,
To,
yeah,
to
but
be prepared.
you don't want to be overthinking the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And that's what I thought we were doing. Like, there was that particular game. As I reflect, I'm like, man, we were just too prepared. I'm like, dang, and then
Makes sense.
also you're so prepared that you're just thinking the team is just you're gonna walk over the team. Like it was gonna be an easy win because we kind of in our minds we had already beaten them and we were gonna play Duke in Chattanooga, which would have brought all our Lexington, Kentucky fans to Chattanooga, Tennessee. No, excuse me, it was Knoxville, Knoxville, Tennessee. So we had already kind of like in our minds, maybe in my mind, we had already advanced past Marquette. I'm like, oh,
Right,
we are
right.
saying like, man, it's about to be a cakewalk. Right?
Yep, yep.
Man, we basically trailed the whole game. Once we got
Who
down,
was on that team?
they didn't have any big name players. They didn't.
Okay.
They had a guard that had a really good game against us. They had some guys that became pros later that were younger, but no one I could say was just like a lottery pick. You'd be like, man, who's that dude? But collectively as a team, they played, they dissected our press, and they were able to just like score at will on us, man. It was one of my games that I lost in college. I was like, man, you know what? I reflect back, I'm like, they were not that good, but we were just we just really underestimated them, to be honest with you.
There's footage out there, Tony, so I can look. I'm gonna go back to it. There's footage
Uh,
out there of that game.
yeah. That was
Okay.
90. I want to say 94. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we lost North Carolina in 95. It was 94. You go back and look at 94, Kentucky versus Marquette. And I had a horrible first half. I think I had like 22 the second half. But like I said, I remember coming out with like maybe 6 or 9 minutes on the shot clock. And to them, it felt like we disrespected them. Like we just,
Right.
what I'm saying? Like normally you come out around the 18, 19-minute mark. Well, we were still back there going over the board. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we got to get out there, get warmed up. And shoot, man, we walked out there, man, they
That
received.
probably motivated them.
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. When you don't see a team and you just out there, you'd be like, man, they just think they can just walk out here and just play basketball when when the jump ball start. But nah, they took it
Nah, they was like, nah, we ain't having
nah,
that.
it ain't going down. Nah, it wasn't, bro.
There's a story going around, right? Well, not going around, but something that I found, right? I did my research on you, Tony. Now, it's called the 53-point heat check
Mm-hmm.
during practice, right?
Yeah.
Word is after your 53rd point game, right? 53-point game, you walked into practice by the next day and you told the trainers, don't even check my temperature. Am I right?
I don't remember.
And then after that, you said, I already know I'm hot. Now check this out. Then you shot 5 straight corner threes with your warm-up still on. Is that true? Yes or no?
I don't know, man. Hey, Mike, I don't know, man. There's always stories going on out there. The one thing I can tell you was it's so funny because people, like, when you have a game like that, I'm like, listen, just because it's not by luck. I scored 70 in a high school game. I averaged almost 40 points for 2 years of my junior and senior. So I always could score the ball. It was just an opportunity. So it wasn't surprising and alarming to me as it might have been the most. But if you knew, put it like this, if you were from Tennessee and you followed my high school career, like you seen me put up 45, 50, 55 points, like I would go on like 20 points, 25 points in a quarter, 30 points in a half. AAU, like I went for 24 points against Arkansas Wing.
No,
And
you was the scorer, TD.
I knew how to do it, man.
Score.
But you know what? I always look back and be like, man, what if I played in today's game? Like, what?
Oh, you'll be killing them out there.
Oh no. This when you really can get buckets, because during that time, they wanted me to be. They was like, oh, you can't play the point guard. You're not tall enough to play the shooting guard. So combo guards wasn't popular back then as they are now. So if you look at
like
Steph, a CJ McCollum, Steph, we can go down the line, guys who are in the 6'1", 6'2" range. And those are the guys that are killing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have to be. It's not a label on them. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's a positionless game, which allows guys who can hoop to play basketball. I'm not looking at you because how many guys we know 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" can't play a lick of basketball.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I never got caught up in it. And I remember playing against Muggsy Bogues when I got drafted by Charlotte. And I'm like, man, I remember telling my friend, I said, man, I might have seen the quickest dude I've ever seen in my life. Mike, I thought he had a twin on the court, man. He was moving so fast. I was like, dude, I looked around. He had the
How
ball.
tall was Muggsy? Like 5'5"?
5'3".
Dang.
Yeah, that's my dog. Yeah, man. Muggs, bad boy. He was bad. Because think about
he was the tallest person on that court.
Yeah, but you know what? He's always played against taller guys. So it was never like people forget, like even when we say combo guard, like if I'm 6'1", I'm going against somebody 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". I've always played against taller guys who had to guard me.
That's
and
right.
I had to guard them. So I'm never, when you said being afraid, like I'm not intimidated by it. When you have to guard Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, I'm like, I'm not gonna be intimidated by just somebody else because I know how I play defense. I know the gift that God gave me to be able to jump, challenge shots, have long arms. I'm like, I'm fine.
You just needed that opportunity, TD. That's all you needed.
Yeah.
So you can show the world who you really are, and you put in work.
No. It was, I enjoyed it. I wish I could have done a lot more. Just finding that stability with one team and just rocking. And that team would have probably been Sacramento was a good place for me. Playing under Rick Adelman.
I remember your stint there.
Yeah, it just was a player coach, man. I just really had so much fun, and it was hard to leave because they kind of that team camaraderie and cohesiveness reminded me of Kentucky. We had Chris Webber, Page.
It was tight.
Yeah, we were good. We were good. We were a good team. We were coming. The only team that we had problems with at that time were the Lakers. So we were like, I felt
it's always been that rivalry, right?
Yeah. But
it's always been that type of beef.
But it started. It started then. It started in the 2000, like 99, 2000.
Right.
So, and like I said, they were having great players, and we thought we were good, we were solid, and when I left, I just really the rivalry just really elevated to even greater heights.
Is Chris Webber as mean as he looks?
Nah, C Webb, C
Webb look like he about to knock you out for no reason. Like,
hey, C Webb a good dude. Nah. See Webb, he he give you that mean look, man.
He looks scary.
He does. And he's a big dude too.
He looked like, you know what I mean? If he was to foul you a certain way, you can't even look back and say, yo, what up? Like, no, you can't. You just got to fall back and be like, yo, I see Webb, no doubt.
You don't want none of that smoke, man.
Can you walk me through the moment you realized basketball could be your life?
I really, to be honest with you, Mike, I don't know, man. I just loved it. I just played it, and
since a kid.
Yeah, since a kid, having older brothers and being able to, I started, my brothers are like 15. They were 15 to 20 years older than I was. So when I started beating them at like 15, I knew that it was going to be easy against my peers. But once I got to college, my freshman year was a struggle. I didn't play a lot, coming in with all the accolades. I had to play. Really, it wasn't play behind someone, but the team was kind of built around Jamal Mashburn. So I didn't get a chance really to showcase what I could do as a freshman. I had to wait my turn, which was, a lot different than today's game. Like, nobody's going to wait now. I'm transferring, I'm leaving. And I didn't want to leave. I can't even lie to you. And Billy Donovan was the reason I went to Kentucky. He recruited me heavily. And so I remember the summer, my sophomore summer, just having Rex Chapman, Kenny Walker,
Chapman, wow.
Sam Bowie. All our former Kentucky players came back who were pros. And I remember just holding my own. I was like, man, you know what? If I can play against these dudes, I can play against anybody. You know what I'm saying? But that was the beauty of having former players who made it and also came back to kind of help us understand what it takes, giving us some nuggets and some tools to become a better player. And then just Coach Pitino. I think he just, by my senior year, he was like, hey, he felt it. He felt that I was going to be a pro. And, once your coach believes it, now it's up to you to make it happen.
What made What made Kentucky click for you?
Really, their style.
Okay.
It came down to Kentucky and Arkansas. Arkansas played the same style with Coach Nola Richardson, which
Yeah, I don't see you in Arkansas.
you know what? It's funny because my
That
mom,
blue and white TD.
yeah, definitely. My mom, but my mom wanted me to go. My mom wanted me to go to Arkansas because she loved Nola Richardson. She loved their style. And you know, he came to visit us a couple times. She was really sold on him. And I think when Billy walked in the house and you know just kind of started talking about Coach Pitino background and you know what he can do for me, but what stuck to my brother was when they said the NBA, he was like, "Huh?" So that was a selling point for my brother. He was like, "You going to Kentucky, man?" You know what I'm saying? So and at the time, here's what's so funny. Like I wasn't even thinking about the NBA as a high school player. Like I knew I was good, but not to not to toot my own horn. I'm like, man, I'm not. I wasn't ready for the NBA yet. And I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still a 17-year-old kid, man, enjoying life, man. Like
Which is a
that
normal thought, I think, right? When you're 17, 16,
yeah,
17, I think you know, that's what you'll probably mostly say, like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the league.
man, I'm a kid, man. I'm still a teenager, man. I'm still trying to
But
enjoy.
your brother said, nah,
My brother was
no.
like, man, them dudes like, man, we make it. We gonna make the NBA, man. We doing this. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. So, you know, and here's the thing too, there wasn't any pressure because I had older parents, and so it's so funny when I'm in the gym with my kids and how much coaching the parents are doing on the sideline, the facial expression. But my parents being older, like my mom never saw me practice. She only came to one high school game. My dad never came to a game because he was older. He wanted to listen to the game on the radio. So it was like, so I never had the pressure from my parents to go out there and be something I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't
Yeah.
the expectation wasn't there. And you know, my brothers, totally different story. They was at every game. So
How was your upbringing? How was it like?
yeah, it was solid, man. Coming from a small town, Brownsville, Tennessee, much love. I love Brownsville, Tennessee. About eight to 10,000 people, small town. Everybody knows everybody. You know,
Everybody,
so
yeah.
yeah, it was easy to navigate through things and stay out of trouble. To be honest, because there's somebody parent knows your mom or dad. So anything you did wrong, it was gonna get back. You know, actually, no, it wasn't gonna be text. It was gonna be a phone call or somebody gonna get in the car, drive.
And then you was gonna get a whooping.
House. Yeah, you know, still get a whooping, but you know, but also not growing up and not having a car. Like I think back now with my kids, I'm just like, man, I was on my bike, either I rode my bike or I was walking. So we didn't have a car. My mom or dad couldn't drive, and either it was going to take a taxi or somebody, an older brother coming to pick us up, a neighbor taking us to the grocery store. You know, but we survived, man. Like no other. Like when I say we were poor, but it wasn't poor to the point like I'm like, man, you know, I can't
You had
I don't
nothing to
have
eat.
clothes. I don't have clothes. I don't
Yeah.
have food on the table. No, it wasn't like
Right.
that. Mm-mm.
No, that's good, man. That's good. So you had both of your parents. That's great.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's what see, like me, right? Unfortunately, right? I mean, my father was there, but not he was there physically, not emotionally. You know, I never had a chance to speak to him. And I think that's the reason why I chose that lifestyle. Because
Oh yeah.
I was seeking a father figure,
You need
you
one of
know.
those.
And check this out now, right? I'm 40. I just turned 40 in September.
You're young, man.
Now,
Come on,
yeah, I'm a baby,
man.
TD. My
Yeah,
bad, TD. My
40.
fault.
Man, enjoy, man. Listen, it's like I said, it's a blessing, man. Every birthday, every decade you can get into is a blessing. So you know,
Yeah. No, definitely. Like now, you know, I remember in school, I used to see parents come for, you know, parents teachers conference, and they used to ask me, "Hey, Mike, where's your dad?" Or your well, they knew my mom because my mom would go, you know, she'll go here and there,
my
but
mom will always be there, man. I don't care what you do, man. It's like, man, you can go out there and kill 20 people, man. Your mom will be like, my baby didn't
oh
kill
no, he's
nobody.
innocent. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they got the evidence. They got you on video. She'll be like, nope, that's not him.
Yeah, I remember telling my peers, my classmates, like, nah, my father dead. Mind you, he was just at home. You know,
Wow.
it was that bad. But check this out, 2025, you know, present day, I'm cool with him now. I forgave him. You know, I
Good.
forgave him, and I'm here for him. You know, unfortunately, he's going through some things, right?
Mhm.
He has to get dialysis now,
Yeah.
and but I'm here for him. And
Yeah.
yeah, things happen
You got to show him that you can be a better version of him, and that's what you
with my
know.
kids.
He brought you here, and like I said, your kids, and say, hey, here's your granddaddy, but you know, I'm gonna be the best dad I can possibly be, and I think that's where having a dad at home and just he was older, but he shared a lot of things with me, and we just sat there and talked about life, man, and what he went through. My dad was born in
Are they still here with us?
no, no, my parents are deceased. My dad
I'm
was born
sorry.
in
Rest in
1919.
peace.
My
Yeah.
mom was 1931. So my dad had been well into his hundreds by now, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, he taught me a lot, though. He taught me a lot, man. Just and here's the thing, too, Mike. He experienced a lot. When you grow up in the 30s and the 40s and 50s in a small, uh, segregated town, you see and you hear a lot. But what I will tell you this: like they they never talked about racism. Never talked about what if we don't have this. It was like every day was a great day. They were happy, and like I said, and that's something I always can look back on and say, man, I enjoyed having older parents that I could spend time with as a teenager, and just seeing them every day, because a lot of people don't have their parents. Their parents are working. I enjoyed just that time with them, and I wish I could have got them longer, but I got them for as many years as God wanted to keep them here. Oh, I want to send a shout out to one of my dear friends who just passed. Rodney Rogers was a
Oh
phenomenal,
yeah.
yeah, was a phenomenal teammate, better man. Had a chance to speak with his wife, and just we just relived like all the good things that he brought not only to the people that he knew, but just to the basketball community. So he was, like I said, remarkable guy, man. It hurt just knowing number 54 won't be here. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed talking to him once or twice a year just to see how he was doing. And I remember when he had his accident in 2008, and he was flown down to the Shepherd Hospital here in Atlanta. Man, I had to go see my brother, man. But may rest in peace, sir. Call him Double R.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Double R. Yeah, yeah. I saw the news and I was devastated as well. I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
yeah,
Yeah. It sucks, man. It sucks. But that's life, man. And it's hard to sometimes it's so hard to comprehend. But the only thing that's certain is death.
yeah. You're right.
Isn't that something?
It's like you would love to live to see your kids, get old. That's the plan, But life doesn't work like that, man. You want to leave a legacy behind and be able to have treated people the right way. And when you do leave this earth at some point in time, they have great things to say. Like what impact did you have on people's lives, before you left. So that's one of the reasons why, me giving back to the kids and doing things and helping homeless people, like it's something that I think it's been embedded in me for even when I was a teenager. I remember being a 16-year-old kid going to I think we went to Mexico. We would just cross the border, and I saw these poor people. And I was like, I had no money in my pocket, and like I didn't have a lot of money growing up, but I saw people that was far worse off than I was, and I remember just giving them the change in my pocket, a couple of dollars here and there, and I was like, I'm always gonna try to help people, and that's just the way I am.
Yeah. What's the name of the do you have a foundation?
No, no, no. We just like I say, it's Academy, Tony Delk Basketball Academy. I
Okay.
did have a
Okay.
did have a foundation for my two daughters who had sickle cell disease, but that's no longer in existence. But just Tony Delk Basketball Academy is what we do
Well, whenever
here
you
in
go
the
out there, TD, let me know. I'll take a plane out there. We
yeah,
help
yeah.
out. We help out.
It's cool, man. Yeah, my kids, like I said, we just trying to figure out this week, just trying to get them, trying to find a day where I can get in the gym and have them come by and train a little bit. So, and also I do, we do fall league, I do winter league, and we have AAU team. So we've been doing this for some time now, and I really have enjoyed it. It's been fun. It can be a headache sometimes, but but when you get the results from the kids, they come enjoy, and they're willing to be taught. Um, and give back, I'm fine with it. Parents gonna be parents. Every parent think their kid is going to the pros.
I know. I know. Now, what do you do with the Nuggets? You say you.
Yeah, I do college and pro scouting. So
Okay,
just
gotcha.
yeah, I was with the Mavericks for 4 years doing pro personnel scouting with them, and got on with the Nuggets, who have been a really good organization for me just to learn more about the front office and communicating with their guys. So it's been good just to transition to another position and feel the value at the end of the day. That's the most important thing with any job you do is feeling value in it, being able to make a difference in what we're doing as an organization. But when you have a great player like Jokic, it just really getting on his back, man, just hey, man, keeping him healthy. As long as he stays healthy, I think we'll be fine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're not interested in coaching?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I do coaching within my program, which gives me I think it helps me just with the itch I have every once in a while to want to get out there and coach. I'm like, you know what? If I want to coach, let me leave. I can go one of these Saturdays and I can coach my fourth grade, fifth grade team or help participate with it. But it's so time consuming, and I think right now at 51, I value my time as much as I can. We like I said, we don't get any more time. I can't go buy time, so
That's right.
I really enjoy, like I said, you being 40, man, just spend
Enjoy
time
it.
with your kids, man. And for me, just seeing my daughters, hanging out with them and talking to them, like that brings me joy.
Can you tell us a practice or film session story from Kentucky?
Oh man, listen, so I think I had started about 75 games, and Coach Pitino is he's livid. Like he's telling myself and Walter McCarty, we're not playing defense. So he brings the whole team in, and we're watching every mistake I think we ever made. Walter and I, he just has it on video, and I'm like, man, what point is he trying to prove here? He's like, I'm not gonna start you guys. You guys are not playing great defense. I'm like, dude, you tripping right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and at the time, I wasn't even thinking about my the games I had started. I'm just thinking about, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he was trying to send a message to the rest of the guys. You know what I'm saying? But he was using us as seniors to send a message. But I'm thinking like, you tripping? Like I'm like, this is BS right now. So, long story short, we ended up not starting Walter, and one of the radio guys who was interviewing him, he was like, hey, Tony has started in 75 straight games. He was like, so he comes back. He was like, well, the only reason I'm going to start you is that you have a consecutive starting streak going that I don't want to mess up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to end it.
Appreciate that.
Oh man.
Cool. I'm the lead scorer, but you like to prove, but you trying to prove a point by not starting me? Okay, all right.
What was what was the toughest personal setback in the NBA?
Oh gosh, the toughest. Whew, I don't know, man. The NBA was so competitive, but I still have to, like, when I think about competitive and hard people to guard, and MJ was definitely one of them. He was a dude that can give you 50 on anytime he played you.
Any
For
given
me,
Sunday.
it was like Kobe, watching like Kobe, because Kobe was Mike with better handles, and he had the three ball.
That's
At the time.
interesting,
So,
TD.
yeah, really, man. Yeah, he did had the fade away. Was a phenomenal athlete. Hit you with the jab step. He had Mike game, but he just added the ball handling ability, because Mike was, Mike was efficient. Like he would give you 1-2 hard dribble, step back, or fade.
Fade away.
Kobe had, as we call it, man. He had that craftiness of knowing where he needs to get to, and he was shifty with that ball, being 6'6". You know what I'm saying? So, he handled the ball like a guard, like a 5'10", 5'11" guard, and just the way he scored, and he had that killer in him, just like Mike.
Okay, you mentioned Mike and you mentioned Kobe. I'm gonna hit you with this one. A lot of people's afraid to answer this question, TD.
Oh man, MJ, don't play, man. We like they talking about the
A
GOAT.
lot of people are scared to answer this question, TD.
Let me hear it.
Michael LeBron.
Hey, I just answered.
Oh,
Hey,
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry about that.
You
Say it
hey
again, TD. Say
MJ,
it
come
again.
on, man. Hey, I'm old school, man. But don't get me wrong,
Go.
LeBron. If Mike is plus, LeBron is A minus, and has had the
I
best career
agree. I agree.
Has had the best NBA career of any player. But when you say the best player from high school, college, and NBA, I'm gonna give that to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He dominated on every level, and I think sometimes he gets left out as being one of the greatest players. But if you look at just what he what he did from high school, college, NBA, nobody's ever done what he's done.
I think it's because he's a center.
But he's
That's
still,
what I think. My personal opinion. That's what I think.
man. Listen, throwing that hook is tell you what. Next time you're in the gym, just throw a couple hooks, man, and see if you can make a few of them. You be like, man, hold on now.
You can't. You
Hey,
can't.
man, hey,
You
this dude
can't.
7 feet 2. He's throwing his hook, man, just like me. Hey, man, the hook was like a layup to him. You know what I'm saying? Like this man is shooting a layup from 18 feet, a hook shot.
You
Was
can't.
never duplicated. No, man. So I don't think he gets enough credit for being like one of those GOAT guys. You know what I'm saying? Because what I told somebody, I said, what if he didn't go to college? Because he didn't have to.
Yeah,
College,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he spent 3 or 4 years in college, which was a waste of time, to be honest with you. He should have went straight from high school, just like LeBron did, and went straight on to the pro. And LeBron will still be chasing his point total because that's how
I agree. I agree.
score he was. Because if you look at when his first year in the NBA, he probably like rookie of the year. Like if he wasn't averaging 30, he was like 28 and 12, 28 and 14. Like just go back and look at his numbers from college to his rookie season to see what he did, and you'd be amazed at the numbers he put out.
I have a few more, TD, right? But I'm interested in this one here because I just want to see what you have to say. So, if you could tell your 22-year-old self one thing about long-term life after the NBA, what would it be?
Probably just, I think I would have waited a little bit longer to have kids. I
Oh,
think
come
I,
on, TD.
no, I think I would have just gotten through my NBA career, and because it takes up so much of your time, you know what I'm saying? Like I really want to enjoy my kids and spend time with them. It's fun seeing your kids grow, and you as a dad be there for. You know what I'm saying? Like mom's gonna be there the majority of the time. We're out working, providing for them, and I think where I'm at now, I missed out on some of those teenage years as well as just seeing them grow up. So I would probably just wait a few more years before I have my girls. But I'm happy. I'm happy to hear they bring
That's
me joy.
right. How, how was that? How is that? Moving from one city to the next. Was it tough for
Gosh,
you
it was.
guys?
Yeah, it was because I think when you play high school collegiate basketball, which is so different now, I'm like, I had stability in high school because I never left. I stayed at the same high school. I played for the same AAU team. Even though I wanted to leave Kentucky as a freshman, I stayed 4 years. So probably 7 to 8 years of basketball was all stability for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I love that stability. It was like I knew where I was going to go afterward. I had that I was that I enjoyed playing in and had a life there. And then when you get to the NBA, it's a business. It's like I got traded my first year, my second year into the league. Got traded to Golden State. Then 2 years there, I was a free agent. I went signed with Sacramento. Stayed there for a year, and it was my choice to leave because I left there and went to Phoenix. Was in Phoenix about a year and a half. Got traded to Boston, and got traded from Boston to Dallas, Dallas
Yeah.
to
I
Atlanta.
remember.
It was just so much movement that I really didn't enjoy it the way I really wanted to because I was an assistant player, and I needed to be somewhere for 2 or 3 years to really to see the growth and for me just to get for that coach and that organization to get the best version of me. But it was hard, you know what I'm saying? And it became a business where I was like, all right, man, what's next for me? What city am I going to play in next? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I asked a lot of players, and they all say it's tough.
yeah, yeah,
It's very
yeah.
tough.
And you lose that you lose that love for the game because you feel like not to say you feel like a team was giving up on you, but it's really you know my game doesn't fit this coach, and when it does fit a coach, now it's a front office move. Oh, they're trying to save money. They're trying to put me in on a deal to make the money fit. It wasn't that I wasn't doing my job as a player. Like it's different if you're not you're not doing your job. And it's like, hey, you go to coach.
Contributing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if you go to him and say, hey, man, I'm not happy here. I want to be traded. But when you're actually playing and contributing, it's like, okay, why was that move made? Oh, well, it's to make the money fit. So it doesn't help me. You know what I'm saying? So that part of it, I would definitely, for guys who've been traded and going from one city to another, is like, like you felt like, okay, the team is not giving me a chance or giving up on me too soon.
Now, a couple of more, two more, right? What do you want your legacy to be, TD?
I think just being a great person, just being able to, when people see me, I put a smile on their face. I've never not been one of those guys that didn't want to take a picture, didn't want to sign an autograph. Like I always
That's
really,
very important.
yeah, it is. It is. That's part of your legacy is because it might be that person only time ever meeting you. Seeing a Kentucky fan and it's like, hey, I remember watching you as a kid growing up, and even adults be like, man, he's my favorite player. That means something. That means I did something right. You know what I'm saying? Not only being a player, but just knowing, okay, I was a good dude off the court. Like that
Yep.
matters to me that I have been a great person, not only on the court, but off the court to be in a position where I can help people. And I think for the kids, really just to say, hey, believe in yourself, put it in that work, and just know
Yeah, put in that
that
work. Yep.
reward.
Now I'm sure you're up to date with what's going around, right, in the world, right? The things that are happening and what we're going through as uh as people. Can If you was to give the world one advice, what would it be?
What I try to do is I try not to get caught up on everything that's going on that I can't resolve myself. Like a lot of these issues that
Understandable.
are taking place are things that we can't control. It's out of my control. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely, absolutely.
not to say you're not worried, you don't have empathy towards what's going on in people, but I was told years ago, stay in your lane, there's less traffic. And I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, man, somebody older guy told me that he was like, you have your own fight, you have your own struggles that you have to deal with your family, and try to take care of those. And if you have time, you help others. But there's going to always be something going on every day that's going to either be an issue to you or you're going to be bothersome by. And I was like, yeah, I say, but it's different because if you stay on social media, you're going to always see something that's going to piss you off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to go through the day like that. So a lot of times I don't do social media.
But if you had one advice, what would it be?
Take some time off from social media. Get up and read.
Stay in your lane. What was it? Stay in your lane.
In the lane because
There's
there's less traffic.
because there's less traffic.
Yes.
Wow. It's a punchline. Drop. Oh, yeah, mic drop. Well, tissue drop. That's crazy. Now, before we hit the record button, right? We spoke about the man back here, my big dog, right? My big homie now,
No
right?
doubt.
I think this is the most important question, TD. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm glad that you took time out your day to come, chill with me, have a dope convo. But I think this is the most important question, TD. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Who is God to you?
He's my everything. He's my
Let's
the reason
go.
I wake up every morning. He gives me life to breathe, to talk, to walk, to be able to communicate. Like he does. He's my everything. Like when I tell people, faith, family, friends, and the last F I've changed a few times, but gotta have some forgiveness in your heart.
Woo! I'm gonna throw this mic on the floor. I'm gonna slam this. Woo! That was good, TD.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Wow, I never heard that. That was
Yes.
great. That was good. Dang. That was a woo. There you go. There you go. But TD, thank you so much. I appreciate you for taking some time,
Pleasure, man.
out your busy day, because I know you out there recruiting talent, right? For the Denver Nuggets. When are we hanging out, TD?
Hey man, when I come to New York City, man, I got your number locked in. You got my number locked in. So
Yeah, we gotta chill, man. I'm a root for the Knicks though, for sure.
don't be a stranger, man. Don't be a stranger.
Absolutely not, TD. Come on now. No, absolutely not. Look, a lot of pro athletes will tell you, no, Mike is cool. He chill. He dope. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you need a therapist, Mike is here. And vice versa. I hope so.
No doubt. Hey, we
Appreciate
friends
you,
for life.
brother.
No
Thank
doubt.
you. God bless you. God bless you and your family.
Thank
And
you.
and, and again, RIP to your brother. I know he's up there watching
Yes,
over you,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, TD.
Happy
Appreciate you.
Thanksgiving to you and your family, man. Enjoy.
Likewise. Like I'm gonna shoot you a text tomorrow,
Okay, no
because
doubt.
that's just
Appreciate
me.
it.
You know what I mean?
You locked in.
Appreciate you, TD.
Okay, no doubt.
Peace.
Okay.